Welcome to Bench Burner Sports, everybody. We appreciate you hopping in as always. It's your boys, Max, Squared, Knuckles, Cooper. We're here to have a good time. We're talking about the fight night coming up this weekend. We're also talking about some different things. We have a new little series that we got going on tonight. It's going to be fun. It's the Immaculate Grid MMA series. I'm sure you guys have done the Immaculate Grid before if you're a baseball, football, basketball fan. We're doing that here tonight. I'll share that on the screen later on. But yeah, just follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We're here. So, Knuckles, what's up, buddy?
I'm glad to be back. We had a recording that we had done, but it was unfortunately lost in the shuffle. But it was a good discussion between me, Squared, and MMA Alien. MMA Alien, sorry, let me say his name right. And yeah, it was a fun time. Unfortunately, that didn't get posted, but it's all good because we're here now. And I'm pumped, man. It's been quite a while since we talked about fights. Got this card coming up this weekend, which is a phenomenal lead up to the Noche card next week. And I'm just looking forward to it, man. Banger card, I think, in my opinion, especially for an Apex. So you can almost throw this in like some random city, and it would probably do a shit ton of sales. So yeah, I'm pumped, dude, and I'm ready to do this Immaculate Grid. I've surprisingly never done one, even though I'm a lifelong sports fan. Never done one, so I'm excited to see what this shit's about. I'm gonna give it my best go. Anyway,
Oh,
Coop, how you doing?
Not a whole lot, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be doing this. I always enjoy this. Yeah, we did have that one episode that didn't see the light of day, but I was explaining to Max earlier, and that's a beautiful thing about this is that was still a good time. So it never feels like a waste. It didn't feel like a waste of time because even though it didn't see the light of day, like it didn't come to fruition how it was supposed to, it was still just the boys talking shop, talking MMA, chatting it up, and that's always fun. So it's a beautiful thing we do that we can just have a good time together. I do want to add, yes, follow us on all the social medias at bench_burner on Twitter/X, at benchburner sports, all one word, on Instagram, and then YouTube, Facebook is just bench burner sports. Cool.
What's going on, boys? It's been a minute. Had an incredibly busy summer, but you boys settled back down, ready to talk about a great card we got coming up, some other stuff. I was the one who made the grid, so I will not be participating, but excited to see how these guys do it. So
I have no clue what I'm doing. But I'm here. Oh yeah.
I understand the rules. I'll put the rules out there. Like,
You're muted, buddy.
you muted yourself
You
mid-sentence.
unmuted yourself and now you're muted again.
nope, never happened. Yeah, I'll put the grid up there. The rules are pretty simple with grids. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, Max, we got to do our thing.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Okay, yeah.
Square's intrigued. He's like, "What thing? What thing?
Well, thing. Fuck.
Thing? Our thing that we do almost every episode. Since we've missed a couple, I'm doubling up the amount. This is a lot. This is a lot.
Yeah. We're just doing.
Starting to get warm too, just like I like it.
Yeah, that's stupid to even say, but
It is easier to chug when it's warm. It is.
Woo! Got the juices churning here, boys.
Special guest.
Zan's in here
Cheers,
for this.
boys. All right.
Woo! All right, let me do this.
That was still cold. I'm good. Let me
Can y'all
wipe
see that?
my face. Yes, sir. Okay.
You can't.
So we got let me see. So we got to have a Brazilian who's lost to Makhachev, has fought DP and Max Holloway, and a pay-per-view main eventer. Ooh, I got that one. Okay.
It's a Brazilian who's lost to Islam, a Brazilian who's fought DP and Max Hall
Separate, yeah, a different one, yeah.
pay-per-view main eventer. So
Okay.
All right, so Brazilian that's lost to Makachev, I would think we'd think early in his career because we can use
Thiago
Charles
Moises.
for-
Thiago Moises.
Yeah, Thiago Moises, that's good. Yeah.
Boom. So is that do we each do one or do we just agree on one? Is that how it
Yeah.
works?
No, we kind of agree on one. What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say Gleason, but that might fit in later, maybe.
Did Islam beat Gleason?
Yeah, he knocked the fuck
Yeah,
out.
he did. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he revenged Habib even though Habib didn't technically lose.
let's go to that one because I don't think we're using Gleason T-Bow any chance.
I mean, we could do a lightweight that lost. We could do a lot of lightweights that lost to Islam. So
All right.
yeah.
Brazilian that fought DP and Max Holloway. I think
Charles.
Yeah, that one. Charles is the only one I can think of for that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, Brazilian pay-per-view main eventer. I would say Glover Teixeira.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Glover. Yep.
Cool.
Good shit.
Lightweight that lost to Islam and lost to Islam. I would say Bobby Green.
I was gonna say Drew Dover, Bobby Green, any of those. Yeah, Bobby Green's good.
Yeah. 3-win streak that has lost to Islam Makhachev. I think is
Thiago, right? Thiago
Huh?
Moises didn't. Hold on, let me look. Thiago. Oh, well, I can't look that up. Thiago Moises, I think, was on a win streak when he fought.
No. It's on a 3-win streak now. I think.
Oh fuck.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Cooper.
Dan Hooker. He's on a 3-fight win streak.
that's the one I was thinking of when I made this.
Yeah, Dan Hooker.
Boom. Okay.
DP and Max Holloway opponent Brazilian.
No, it'd be a.
You said Charles, right?
Yeah, we can't use Charles. Fuck.
I thought we already went over this one.
So a DP and no, we've already done.
Yeah, we went over this one, and then we also went over. You kind of
DP and Max Holloway opponent that's a lightweight.
Connor
Gaethje.
or Gaethje. Yeah, Gaethje.
I guess Connor works.
Well,
No, I don't.
Auto?
I wouldn't
because
call,
Max
I wouldn't.
Max didn't fight him at lightweight. Yeah, Max
Yeah,
fought him.
I wouldn't qualify Connor because of
So
Max.
So
Gaethje, yeah.
DP and Holloway opponent 3+ win streak. Fuck, I don't know.
That might. Fuck. I'm having to dig here.
Does that exist?
Holloway and Gaethje 3-fight win streak, or not Holloway. Holloway and DP. Does it exist?
I'm trying to think. It'd probably be a featherweight, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd have to be a featherweight. Fuck.
No, Jose Aldo's not on a 3-fight win streak, is he?
No, but he never fought DP.
No, I guess not. I don't even know.
Also, fun fact. I know this is kind of interjecting, but I wanted to mention this. I found this out today. Jose Aldo is an underdog against Mario Bautista, and I think that's the biggest fucking criminal shit I've ever heard of. But anyway, going back to the grid.
This one, I'm kind of gonna cheat and say this can be a past opponent. Like if their career quote unquote ended when they were on a win streak.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Because to be honest, I don't think there's a.
Does Habib count as a
Habib,
even though the fight got canceled?
Habib, yeah. I mean,
I'll count it.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say Habib and him were supposed to fight.
Maybe you made a winner 3+ win streak. We'll go
bottom.
Islam.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think almost.
you want to go like a
Full circle.
with
all the
immaculate
champions.
grid, you wanna go the
Everything was lightweight. Everything was lightweight.
The least
I like
percentage
that.
you want to go. You want to go 3+ win streak. You want to go the least percentage pay-per-view main eventer. So I would say Jamal Hill.
No, he's not on a 3+
He's not
win
on a
streak.
3-fight win streak.
He was when he headlined a pay-per-view.
But they got to be on a 3-fight win streak now.
It's a 3-fight
doesn't.
tournament win
I
streak.
thought that's what we said earlier.
Yeah.
Poetan. There you go. Throw Poetan in there.
Well, if we're going
Okay,
low
whatever.
percentage, let's think about this one a little bit more. Let's
There's plenty of retired fighters.
So we're trying to make it hard. We're trying to make it hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was plenty of. That's why I said Jamal. There's plenty of 3+ win streak fighters that went on pay-per-views, main events that were not.
They gotta have 3+.
necessarily
They gotta have 3+ wins right now. So who like?
I don't like that rule. But anyways,
I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to fucking go off the wall.
yeah,
Well, how long ago
Tatsuro.
was
Does it
Mayrob.
have to be Mayrob? There you go, Mayrob. Sugar.
Well, you can't say Shogun apparently.
You can't, I wouldn't say Marab yet, just because he hasn't like officially main evented a pay-per-view.
real?
Fair.
For his staph infection might not be happening.
Yeah, that shit looked gross. If that's
Yeah.
Alexandre Pantoja.
I feel like a lot of people wouldn't say that answer. So yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people wouldn't say Bilal, even though he was the
I think almost. I
main
think
event.
like any champion.
Strickland.
He's not on a 3-fight.
No, he's not
No.
on.
He's not
Not
on.
currently. That's
In my
crazy.
mind, he won the DDP fight. In my mind.
He was on 2.
Yeah, but going into the
Oh yeah.
DDP fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, Rob could fit into that category after he beats the fuck out of Hamzat in Abu Dhabi. So,
But that's not a pay-per-view main event, is it?
but
No, this is a past pay-per-view main event.
he has been a pay-per-view main event. He's
Yeah.
got no. Is he on a 3-fight win streak? No, he's on a 2-fight.
No.
He beat.
Because
He beat.
he lost to DDP.
Beat Costa.
Oh yeah, he beat Costa and then he beat Ikram.
That shit was fire. God, that card. Talk about a good ass card. That's a good ass card. Did y'all see that shit where the UFC juked us? Almost made us think that Gone and Volkov. Can you imagine 5 rounds of Gone and Volkov
Well, how about
just
this?
tepidly punching?
Hey, I got you one. Alexa Grasso.
Bam.
Oh shit, yeah.
Damn.
That's the one. Lightweight pay-per-view main eventer. I mean, take your choice.
Oh, we already said it,
Penn.
didn't we?
DJ Penn.
Yeah. Boom. The GOAT.
Brazilian. Are we already? So that's the grid completed, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that shit. We should do more shit like that. We should do that thing that I talked about a while back too, where we were talking. What was it? I think it was like the top 2 to 3 fighters in each division, like of all time. That would be a fun one to do sometime. But I like shit like that, doing a little bit off the wall. That was a fun one.
Yeah, getting back into the show, we've got a nice little main card here for the next fight night. The main event is Gilbert Burns versus Sean Brady. We've got a good little stack of fights coming up on the main card. The first one is Trevor Peek versus Yanel Ashmouz.
Anal ass mouth.
Yeah, my personal favorite is Anal Ashmouth.
That's right.
I think honestly, like calling crazy, I think Trevor Peek wins this one. I think he gets it done. I think whatever the fuck his name is.
I say anal ass mouth. I don't know. I know that's not good for the algorithm. Fuck it.
Fuck it. He does not do well against people that just ridiculously pressure. He lost to Chris Duncan. He did okay. He won against Sam Patterson, which is a stout fighter, but I just still don't see the path to victory for him. I can see like where he could, get a submission or something, but I just don't see it. I think Trevor Peake gets it done. What are you thinking, Knuckles?
Yeah, I feel that too, man. Ash Moose is like he's good, and like honestly, he surprised me early on in his career when he first started. Like he came out of nowhere, and he kind of pulled a the dude that beat Nathaniel Wood. He kind of pulled a that where he just beat like some pretty decent fighters. I can't remember that guy that beat Nathaniel Wood. That was pretty solid, but did the same shit. Kind of came in, surprised us. Almost got a ranking out of it. If I remember right, he was like close to like beating like some ranked shit. And I was like, wow, this guy's pretty fucking good. Like he did really good against really solid fighters. It might have been, did he beat Jamie Malarkey? I don't remember. He beat somebody that was pretty solid. Sorry, my back's killing me. But no, yeah, I like him, and I think it's going to be kind of a war. I think that Trevor Peake's pressure and honestly his growth in every single fight is showing, and I think the pressure is going to be too much, and he's probably going to just outdog the dude. We're going to see some of those beautiful ass handing stammer fists. No, standing hammer fists. Uh, love it. Love Trevor Peake. Love the vibe. He's just a good old boy. Never did no harm.
Oh yeah.
So,
Stinger fists. Hell yeah,
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, Hamming Stander fist, Brady.
Yep.
But yeah, dude.
What Hending Stammer fist do you see playing out, Matt?
Hamming Stammer fist.
Yeah. I said this last time, and I think I might have been wrong. I can't remember, but I'm going to say it again. Trevor Peake via Chattanooga choo-choo train running through that motherfucker.
Stammer
Till the cows come home. Round 1 TKO.
I agree.
Anal ass mouth is getting a fistful.
He's getting fisted. He's getting anal fisting.
It's gonna be
that's
oh man.
YouTube, please don't demonetize.
YouTube has already just shut this video down before it's seen before it's even on YouTube.
The first time Knuckles said anal ass mouth, he was like, yeah, this is not seeing the light of
YouTube who?
Exactly.
More like YouTube. Let's do this shit, boys. All right. Cooper.
Trevor Peake by aura, I guess. I don't know. I think Trevor Peake's gonna win. That's it.
Hammond Stander fists.
Hammond Stander fists.
Hammond Stander fist. That sounds like a good little lunch.
That sounds like a British dude from 1734.
Hammond
Stander fist the third.
Hammond Stander fist the third, bro. Oh my god.
Next, we've got Matthew Christopher Schnell versus Cody Durden. I think, call me crazy, I think Matt Schnell gets it done. I think he probably eats a shot or two like he usually does. Like it's his full-time job is to just get punched in the face because he does that a lot. But I think Matt Schnell gets it done. I think second round KO. Knuckles, what are you thinking, bud?
So who'd you say? Wait, you said Matt Schnell versus Cody Durden, right?
Yeah, am I wrong?
Yeah, I thought you said I couldn't hear. Sorry, I was trying to fix my fucking shit because trying to fix lag. Anyway, no, Cody Durden. Matt Schnell's all right, and he's a dog, and he can win fights. But I don't know, dude. Like the reason I say that is because the best I've ever seen Cody Durden look is for like what was it 2.5 rounds against what's his face before he got caught, Bruno Silva. But Bruno Silva is just a fucking powerhouse, dude. He catches you once. Matt Schnell really doesn't have the power. Cody Durden, I think Cody Durden's gonna win it, man. I've been really, really impressed with how he's been lately, and I'm super excited to see how he goes into this fight. The dude, love him or hate him, he always is in there for a dog fight, and I'm excited to see what he does, and I think he's probably gonna beat Matt Schnell, and I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be TKO. I think he looked really good against Bruno until he didn't, and I don't think that Matt Schnell has the power that Bruno Silva does. So yeah, I got Cody Durden in this one by TKO, probably late in the fight, and I kind of hope Chris Tognoni is the ref again, so we can see him see him tell Matt Schnell, "Hey, buddy, I don't know what was worse, your head hit him hitting you, or your head hit in the canvas." I hope we get to see that again.
The way he asked his coach, did you see that? Right after he said
Did you
that,
see that? I got the
like,
recording.
no, I wasn't paying attention to my fucking fighter. That was ridiculous. What a
That
ridiculous.
shit was so bad. Like in the dude, it was. If you ever like, that was a scene out of the fucking Office. That was a scene out of the Office for real, bro.
It was one of those moments where he said that to Matt Schnell, and then I think he kind of realized he was like, that wasn't okay. So he tried to like kind of move it forward, and then he like asked the coach, "Did you see that?" And just made it worse. So it was like, dude, just go home. Go home.
It's like, God, dude, Chris Tognoni, man, fuck, dude, the refs in this fucking sport. Jesus.
They might be my favorite people in the sport.
Oh my God, dude,
They give us something to talk about every week.
I'll say we got Steve Mazzagatti and fucking Mario Yamasaki. We got Steve Mazzagatti, who used to literally dive headfirst into fighters and was a terrible ref regardless. Mario Yamasaki, terrible ref regardless. Both of them are somehow back.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them are fucking refing for PFL. And then you got Chris Tognoni, and then you got fucking Mark Smith looking at fucking Shine Vlismis's ass, like doing the fucking, like these fucking refs. Anyway, sorry, I got to keep it going. We got to keep going. Squared, what's your pick on that, brother?
So I like Matt Schnell. I share a commonality with him that if you listen to our podcast for 30 minutes, you will eventually hear Max spoil what that commonality is. Yeah, you did it like 10 minutes ago. Anyways, that being said, I think Cody Durden wins this one. I don't think it's a very entertaining fight. I think Durden probably plays to the best of his abilities and gets a decision. Maybe mixes in a little bit of grappling, but he's got to be careful with that because Schnell he's a good jiu-jitsu artist. We saw that in what was one of the most entertaining fights this decade.
That was the greatest comeback I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, absolutely. What was it, UFC Long Island or something like that?
Something like that against Sumadarji,
yeah. Yeah, just insane. Just getting his shit kicked in, and then next thing you know, he's got the dude sleeping, just full of blood. I remember people were freaking out. People who didn't watch MMA got to that side of the world, just like on like Twitter and whatnot. People were like, "This is what kind of sport is this? This isn't a sport. This is brutal." And that, as an MMA fans, we can all relate. Seeing that just kind of fucking fueled us up. We're like, "Yeah, we are the outcast of society." Anyways, yeah, I think Durden just gets probably a 30-27, maybe 29-28. I think he just gets a unanimous decision here.
I'll say Schnell's a dog early. Well, Schnell's a dog late too, but
yeah.
Coop, what do you got in that one, brother?
I honestly think Schnell is gonna sort of slug it out almost. Like I feel like he's gonna go to like a very broody, maybe 30-27 decision. Maybe 20-28, but who knows? To be honest.
I think this fight will kind of like let us see where Cody Durden is at, like, because I think that Schnell's a perfect like gatekeeper. He's kind of like the Neil Magny, but with a worse chin, for the flyweights. I feel like
the key to the gate is landing on someone's chin. That is, if you have the key to pass the gate that is Matt Schnell or not.
Yeah, dude, and that's the thing, dude. Cody, man, I go back to the last fight with Cody Durden, man. He just fucking looked great until Bruno caught him. I mean, Bruno just, oh God, that was one of the most savage endings I've seen to a fight. Because Cody come up, just fucking cut, like his face fucked up. That was a damn good fight there at the end. But Cody was just looking like, I think I said it in a tweet, or I said it maybe in a podcast after the fact. I don't remember, but I said for 2 rounds, Cody Durden looked like a top 5 flyweight. He fucking looked phenomenal. So we'll see. We'll see. But again, it's short notice. It's like 5 days, something like that. 5-day notice, something like that's crazy. But I would have picked Alessandro Costa to absolutely knock Matt Schnell's head off, though. Well, let me be clear: if Alessandro Costa was fighting him, but what's the next one up, buddy? Oh, before I forget, can we talk about the undercard fight that I want to talk about?
What's that one?
Dos Santos versus Lima. Do you guys have any opinions on that? It's kind of a toss up. So Felipe Dos Santos, the guy that last fought Manel Cop, almost took him or almost beat him, and then Diego Lima. I don't think it's Diego Lima. I can't remember, but Lima, the guy that got bit in his last fight, both fucking kind of like uber prospects for flyweight. Both fucking dogs. I don't know if you guys have a pick on that.
Yeah, Felipe Dos Santos.
I'm picking Lima.
No, Felipe Dos Santos is fighting Andre Lima.
Yeah, I'm picking Lima over Dos Santos.
Honestly, I don't really looked into it much.
I was gonna say if you guys don't know anything about it, I just kind of wanted to like tell the viewers like that's a fight to watch. Underrated bangers on the undercard. A lot of people don't know about. That would be one. Both guys are super young. Both guys are super game. I think that Dos Santos comes from a great gym and shoot the box. He showed it in his fight against Cop. Did really good against Cop. Again, I don't know how highly people rate Cop. I've kind of like backed off of him a little bit, but that was a really good fight. And then Andre Lima got bit in his last fight against that Igor or whatever the fuck his name is. But he looked really good until he got bit. Was fucking the guy up. They were both undefeated. Beat the guy. Took his undefeated record because he got beat. He would have beat him anyway, even if he didn't get bit. So check that out. Good ass fight. I think Lima remains undefeated, and I think it'll go to a decision. I think it's gonna be a dog fight. If they ever gave a fight of the night on the undercard, which they rarely ever do, that would be fight of the night. So check that one out.
Yeah, hell yeah. The next main card fight to talk about is Steve Garcia versus Kyle Nelson. This is a weird one. It was supposed to be Kyle Nelson versus Calvin Kattar.
Yeah.
But Kattar pulled out. He got hurt. Steve Garcia just most recently won against Choi Sung Woo via knockout. He knocked out that red-haired Costa before that. In 2023, and he also knocked out Nurmagomedov, whatever his name is, Nurmagomedov. What that guy? Before that, and in 2022, he knocked out Chase Hooper. His last fight was, or his last loss, sorry, was Mahashate. Dude, I have a feeling Steve Garcia is coming in this with a mission. He's got something to prove. I know it's a little bit short notice, but it's not that short notice. This fight got announced about a month ago at least, so he's had time to prepare, and I think Steve Garcia is going to come and show Kyle Nelson what's up, and got him win probably by knockout again. Knuckles, what do you think?
Yeah, I think, man, I think that Steve Garcia is he's a dog, dude. He reminds me of another guy in the division, Daniel Pineda. Just goes in there and fights like a beast. And yeah, I think Kyle Nelson's a very good fighter that just finds ways to win, kind of finds ways to work it out. He'll knock some people out. He'll do this, that, whatever. He's a very solid fighter, but I honestly think that I just think he's stepping into kind of a bad situation here. I still think Calvin Kattar would have beat him too. Yeah, I think that Steve Garcia is probably going to show Kyle Nelson what's up. I think Kyle beat Bill Algeo recently, right? Yeah, like that was a thing, which that impressed the fuck out of me. But Steve Garcia's got a little bit more dog in him than Bill Algeo, because everybody knows what I think of Bill Algeo. I think he's a he's an all right guy. I'll just say that. I'm not gonna say much else. But yeah, Steve Garcia's gonna outdog him. He's gonna. I know that we kind of overplay that word dog, but he's a beast, dude. I think. Yeah, I would. I wouldn't be surprised to see a finish in this one. Yeah, I'm gonna say Steve Garcia by finish. Yeah, yeah, I'd be solid. I know that Squared's not back. So Coop, what do you got, brother, on that one?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really all that familiar with either guy, so I don't have a pick on this. So
Cool.
That's fair.
I know
I feel
it's
like
kind
Squared. I feel like Squared would pick Steve, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Coop. I mean, honestly, on this one, dude. Yeah, it's one of those
Yeah,
ones.
he just motioned to me that he would pick Steve, but he's back. So
Oh, there we go.
I don't really have anything to cook for that one. I do pick Steve though.
cool.
Hell yeah. Good
Um,
fight. Good fight. That's a banger too. Check that out, everybody.
yeah, the next one on that main card is Jessica Andrade versus Natalia Silva. Sorry. On that one, I know Jessica Andrade's been on a tear, but Natalia Silva, in my opinion, is just a different animal. I've got Natalia Silva. I think she's just gonna get the job done. Her fucking beautiful self. So she's gonna do it. She's gonna make it happen. Knuckles, go ahead.
Um, it was the fight against Viviana Araujo that I saw some concern for Silva. Like she got tagged a lot, not tagged, I wouldn't say, but got touched a lot, right? Like, got hit quite a bit. Showed some concerning defensive issues where somebody like Jessica Andrade, who's just a fucking monster, um, can bulldoze through that. Jessica Andrade is kind of one of those oddities, though, where I think she's in a point in her career where she can beat anybody, but also lose to anybody. I mean, we saw her beat people. We've seen her beat people like Lemos and some of her more recent fights, But then she loses to people like Yan Janan. Yan Janan's a beast, but like she gets stupid against people like Yan Janan. Now, if she goes in there and fights like she did against Yan Janan and just runs forward blitzing, Silva's taller than her by a couple inches. I think has a longer reach. She'll just tag her and it'll be over. But I think the experience is going to show here. The Viviana Araujo fight kind of concerned me for Silva, like I said. So I'm going to say that Jessica Andrade probably wins the fight here, and I'm going to say by decision, probably 29-28. I'd say it's going to be a close fight, though, because Silva is good. She's only 27. And even if she loses here, she'll come back. She'll bounce back, and it'll be and she's still got a super bright future. But Andrade is Andrade. She has the ability to beat anybody in probably almost any weight class, like in the women's division. She's just a beast. So, yeah, that's my pick. Squared, what do you got on that, brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with expertise on this one and go with Andrade. I agree with you, Andrade. You don't know which version you're gonna get. But that being said, she seems to be kind of consistent with her ups and downs as far as like when she's up for a little bit. When she's down for a little bit. She goes on little streaks. Not sure which one we're gonna get this time around, but I think she's still on the up for the time being. So I'm going with Andrade.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cooper, what's up, buddy?
This fight is actually kind of hard for me to predict because I feel like you never really know what version of Jessica Andrade you're gonna see. Like you could get the one that fought Aaron Blanchfield, or you can get the one that fought Mackenzie Dern. Like there is very few moments where she sort of falls in between that. With that being said, just by pure experience and the fact that they're that close in skill level, I am gonna go Jessica Andrade. I think she gets like maybe a third or not a third or fourth round. I'd say like maybe second round. I'd say like a second round finish. That's what I'm thinking. So
That's
Cool.
solid.
Yeah, I don't mind any of those picks, honestly. Um, the main event of the evening, we've got Gilbert Burns versus Sean Brady. Gilbert Burns, 22-7. We all know his history. Sean Brady is 16-1. His only loss was a dominant lost to Bilal Muhammad. I don't think has he fought since then,
Yeah, he
boys?
beat Gastelum.
Oh yeah, he beat
He beat
Gaston. Sorry,
Gastelum.
sorry. So he's fought one since then. Seems to be kind of on the come up again. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. For me, I think Gilbert Burns is just still a step ahead of him. I like Sean Brady a lot. He was one of my favorite fighters when I first got into this back into the sport. Um, I just think Sean or Gilbert Burns has all the answers to the problems that Sean Brady presents. And Sean Brady does present a lot of problems, but I just think Gilbert Burns has the answers to those problems. So um, I'm going to go with Gilbert Burns there. I think second round finish, maybe. Knuckles, what's up?
Well, this one was tough. At first, I thought it was going to be Brent because I was like, man, it's going to be settled on the feet. But then I realized how good of a fucking grappler and how hard of a worker Sean Brady is. And Burns is kind of like, I'm not going to say completely over the hill, but he's starting to get there. I mean, he looked fucking good against JDM until he got finished. But I think that Brady, a lot of people point to the fact that Hamza didn't want any part of Burns on the ground. Hot take, Brady's a better grappler than Hamzat Chimaev. Hot take. He's a fucking dog. He's a workhorse. Everybody that's ever worked with him has said he works harder than anybody else in the gym. Dude's a hoss. Another hot take. I think he's a better prospect than JDM. If he can get people to the ground, because I also think that JDM, once he fights a solid grappler, is going to get fucking wrecked. Another hot take. I think that Brady has a better chance against somebody like Shavkat than JDM does.
I agree with that.
It's kind of like him. It's like him, Ian Gary, and JDM are in that, like, who's the best prospect? Like, it's who's the best prospect out of those three. They're not even prospects anymore. They're all contenders. I think Ian Gary's the best contender. Kind of hate to say that, but I think he is. And I think Sean Brady's second best. And I think Sean Brady's going to show it here, and I think Sean Brady's going to show out. I think he's going to show improved striking. I mean, he works with some pretty solid dudes out of Philly. He works with like Joe Pfeiffer, Eddie Alvarez. I mean, he's an Eddie Alvarez protege, and Eddie Alvarez, as we know, is a fucking dog. Shares a birthday with me. Love you, Eddie Alvarez. So yeah, my nonsensical tirade I'm doing here. Sean Brady decision, like 49-46, probably. I don't think he finishes. I mean, he could. He fucking finished Kelvin Gastelum, and people forget Kelvin Gastelum is pretty fucking good on the ground. Everybody forgets that Kelvin Gastelum was a really good wrestler and grappler before he became a striker. Like, people forget that. Like, that was what carried him into the UFC, was his grappling. But people want to fucking forget that. So, yeah, Sean Brady gonna win this one. That's my pick. Squared, what do you got, brother?
So I buy in huge on the Sean Brady. Well, I was gonna say I buy in huge on the Sean Brady hype. Unfortunately, I think after the Bilal fight, a lot of that hype kind of faded. That being said, flash forward, here we are in 2024. Bilal Muhammad is a champion, and I remember as a Sean Brady fan being a little embarrassed that he got pieced up by Bilal Muhammad. But once again, flash forward to 2024. He also, you could say, he pieced up Leon, and of course he had to use his grappling, and it wasn't like it wasn't like he was diming him up, and you were like, oh fuck, Leon's getting fucking rocked. But he got the better of every aspect of the MMA game against Leon. Bilal was a great fighter. So it makes that loss a lot more acceptable, considering now he's the champion and his one loss is to the champion. A very good, skilled champion. And I don't even really like Bilal that much. I don't dislike him, but I don't like him. And I've got no problem saying the dude's a great fighter. And that loss is way more acceptable now than it was in 2022, with the context, with the hindsight. I also buy into what all of Sean Brady's, and of course his teammates are going to say good things about him, but like the things they do say about him, it makes you really think like, wow, that's a dude right there. That's a killer. I think Pfeiffer was talking something about his grappling, about just how like insanely strong he is,
Yeah.
and how like he gets you down and you just feel like you've been sucked into the void. There's no getting back out of there. I buy into that, and I think this is a great fight to really test his grappling, which we know is good. The dude, let's not forget, the dude beat Craig Jones in a grappling match, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think that they weren't allowed any kind of heel hooks or a certain array of leg locks, as most UFC fighters kind of have that standard whenever they do those grappling matches, is like no heel hooks, things like that. But beating Craig Jones, even without that, or even with that advantage, still says a lot. Craig Jones, even without his heel hooks, is still a better grappler uh, than Gilbert Burns, which, that's not to shit on Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is a great grappler, one of the best in the UFC right now. But I buy in big on Sean Brady, and I think that we're going to see some good things out of him throughout the future. I agree with a lot of your hot takes. I do think he stacks up well. I wouldn't say he beat Shafkat, and I know you didn't say that either, but I do think he puts up the best fight against Shafkat as opposed to a JDM, or you didn't really say this either, but maybe even Ian Gary. So I'm going with Sean Brady in this one. Uh, I think he uses his grappling a lot. I don't know that he submits Gilbert, because, like we said, Gilbert is a very great grappler. He is an ADCC medalist, which is not nothing for sure. But I don't think he submits him. I would go Sean Brady by a decision, probably like a 49, 46, maybe a 50, 45. But I don't know. I think, we all know that if Gilbert gets that fucking hand cannon out, he can make a moment. So he might steal a round or two here or there. It'll be really interesting to see this fight play out. I do think Gilbert Burns has what it takes to win this fight, absolutely, with his own set of grappling, and then also with being a pretty dangerous striker himself. He can absolutely do what it takes to win this fight. But I just think this one goes in Sean Brady's favor. Cooper?
Oh yeah.
I'm going with Gilbert. I think I think the experience is going to play a factor because Gilbert's been there in there with the cream of the crop forever, basically, like dating back way past 2020 to his fights with Tyron Woodley and Kamaru Usman. I think that's going to be the difference, pretty much. So I think he gets it done by either like a late finish, like a late sub, or a late knockout. That's what I'm thinking, like rounds 4. So, and on that note, boys, I'm going to head out.
For a certain point.
Fun
Yeah, buddy.
today. See y'all later.
Me and Cooper agree on a thing, so that's cool.
That's good. That's a rarity.
Talking about Yuri Prohaska.
Nah, let's talk about no, dude. Yeah, I mean, to talk about this card, fucking banging card. I think it's a good card. I think it's a great card, actually, realistically, for a Apex card too. I mean, it's pretty fucking good.
Knuckles, you look like a professor that lost his license at a.
Hell yeah, I like that. I'll go for it. I'll go.
You look like you study UFOs.
Dude, I don't know if you guys ever listened to the fucking Bob Lazar.
There you go. There you go.
Knuckles, you look like
ever
you're
listen
on
to
the
the-
least viewed episode of JRE.
What?
I said you look like you're on the least viewed episode of JRE.
You
If
like
you guys
the,
ever fucking
the,
listen to the Bob
the
Lazar,
logo of a fucking Netflix true crime documentary.
I'm telling you, dude, I listen to a lot of alien shit, so you're probably right. Fucking one of these days, I'll be on JRE. Fucking, I'll probably be on DMT too. But
Hey,
that's a joke.
what else you got
Nobody.
going,
Disclaimer:
boys?
nobody do drugs. Um.
You got something else to talk about? I gotta get to bed somewhat soon. I got the most important phone call.
Yeah. Nah. I think. Honestly, man, there's not really much else to talk about. I mean, I guess a few like little. I'm not gonna. We don't have to talk about it. Just a few quick things to tell the people. Obviously, Dana White's still on his shit about John Jones. Don't
Oh
know if
yeah,
anybody
that
saw.
little ad
Don't
I
know if
was.
anybody's. I would say people saw the fucking Dana White's Contender Series
Yeah.
John Jones advert. Wow.
Oh, dude, that was funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny. Like
You know that was a fuck you to like everybody.
the
From
amount of pettiness is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
wild. There's that. Noche's next week. Banging ass card. I mean, depending on how you view it, it's gonna be a banging ass card because
I'm sure we'll do a show on that one.
yeah.
Dude.
Um,
Maybe a live one.
October is full of just solid ass cards. November we don't know much about. John Jones probably gonna fight Stipe. December, Connor might fight Chandler. You know, we got some shit coming up. Um,
Yeah, we'll see.
we're gonna get back into the groove of things. Obviously, we've kind of been lackluster a little bit, but shit happens, life happens. We've all been going through shit. You got to understand that we are not. I want everybody to understand this. We are not like some of your other YouTubers and fucking social media people. We have full time jobs. Every single one of us have full time jobs. We can't fucking dedicate.
Well,
And we all have full time jobs in a way. In a way.
well.
Maybe the full time job was the friend we made along the way, but no,
Yeah.
no, but no. I mean, we're fucking, you know, we all work, we all do our own thing, man. We all busting our ass doing whatever, you know, and we got lives, man. We're all human beings. I've been on fucking vacation. I was on vacation. I was in Colorado 3 fucking days ago, standing on top of a mountain, drinking a fucking beer, you know. So like,
Wait a minute.
it is what it is, but MMA is a fucking great sport. We appreciate everybody that comes in and watches this shit, as Max likes to say every episode, because it's true, we do. And but you have to understand, we all have lives. If you guys ever have any questions, any concerns, any comments, anything like that, anything you want to fucking say to us, whatever, throw them in the comments of the YouTube. Throw them in, you know, give us a review. Give us a review. Give us a review. Like you can rate our podcast on pretty much anything. You can give us a like on YouTube. You can rate us on Spotify. I think you can rate us on Apple. I don't know for sure. And I don't know what there's other streaming services that you can use that I'm pretty sure that this automatically goes to. Give us a rating. Give us a review.
Facts.
Comment on our podcast or comment on our YouTube or on our I can't fucking speak Twitter post, X/Twitter post. Comment on our Instagram post. Facebook, we're still there. If you guys follow us on Facebook, me and Square try to stay up to date on that. Comment on that, give us some feedback. I don't know. That's pretty much it. There's not a lot else to say about everything. We just appreciate everybody tuning in. You know, little quick banger here. Pretty quick episode for the boys. Usually we're like going for like 3 fucking hours on this shit, so we're doing pretty good. But Max got big shit coming up, and I want to play some Call of Duty before I go to bed. So. You know, also,
Jedi Survivor. So
huh?
I'm gonna
I
play
didn't
some
understand
Jedi
what you just said,
Survivor.
huh?
Jedi Survivor.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, the first thing you said sounded like yang 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 yang
I'm
yang yang.
sitting, I'm sitting 2 feet away from him. I had no idea what he said.
Sorry.
I looked at your face and I was like, was I the only one that didn't understand?
Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivor. That's a fun game though.
I'm done.
I played like 30 minutes of it.
I'm
But
resigning from the podcast.
yeah, if any of you guys, by the way, if any of you guys ever want to play Call of Duty, hit me up. Comment at Knuckles_Stan on X/Twitter. Hit me
If anybody wants to send me, if anybody wants to send me some walkthroughs on Jedi Survivor, I would be appreciated
That
because
game's hard as fuck.
it is so hard. It's a very hard game.
If anybody wants to send me money, DM me.
That's facts.
Well,
Hey, let me since it's been a while for the people, let me send them off with a chug, huh? Just for fun, and then we'll fucking end it.
Can I give a closing statement real quick?
Go for it, brother.
Thank you everybody for watching. Follow us. I'll say this again. Follow us. Bench_burner on X/Twitter. Bench burner. Fuck. Bench burner sports on.
Bench burner fuck sports.
Yeah, bench burner fuck sports, dude. This shit's stupid. Bench burner sports on Instagram. And then that's all just one word, no spaces, no dashes, dots, whatever. And then Bench Burner Sports, 3 words on YouTube, Facebook, anything else, I don't know. Thank you for watching. Knuckles is right. This is not our full-time job, but only you can prevent a forest fire, and only you can prevent us make this make this our full-time jobs, please. I'm begging you.
Yes, please.
I'm trying to quit this fucking job I got. And in case anyone I work with or any of my employers are watching this, that is a joke. Do not bring me into the office tomorrow. I'm just trying to do something I'm passionate about, and this is a lot of fun. So yeah, that joke went a little off the rails there. I apologize for that.
As
always,
follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcasts. We got a YouTube account, Bench Burner Sports. We are on Instagram at Bench Burner Sports. We are on Twitter at Bench_sports or something like that.
He said it like
underscore burner.
Yeah, that one. What he said. We appreciate everybody that has, give us loyal to this point, and we appreciate you guys. So, what else to say?
Here you go. Capping it off. Ugh.
I'm gonna chug some water because I got an important phone call tomorrow. So I'm gonna just chug some water. Let's go.
Eat your heart out, DDP.
I wish me luck. Cheers, boys.
Good luck. I gotta go pee. Bye-bye.